down. Now today is a very busy day on the water, so if you are going down to the bow you need to continue moving down, otherwise you will block the view of our skipper, and myself and Lee will not be too happy with that. Of course, if you are travelling with kids, we do ask that you keep them at arm's reach at all times and make sure that they are not climbing on any of the railings. We do not want any limbs or legs overboard. I think it's about $75 fine, and it is very easy to lose these guys into the water and pretty hard to get them back. Of course, if you don't want them back, just a quick 50 in our pockets and nothing happened. We've got two kid play areas on board, one just to the left of the bar, one down at the bow. Same thing, just make sure you keep an eye on your kids. We do want them with an adult at all times. So we are leaving from Mandurah Bay Jetty. That comes from the Unforgettable word. Oh my god, look at that. That comes from the Unforgettable word Mandurah, which is also the name of the super long road coming into Mandurah. Mandurah stands for meeting place of the heart. For over 50,000 years, our Binjab Noongar people have been coming here to hold their cultural ceremonies and exchange goods and services. It is during those times that they could potentially meet their life partner, hence the name. We still hold on to many of those values with all of our shops and events that happen in this part of town. Now I do have a fish and chip order for Italia, so if you want to come down to the bar, you can grab that.
So many boats.
So we do have our Moreton Bay Victory over on the right. That is over 120 years old. It was actually planted by one of Mandurah's first settlers, Lee and Brooklyn. We used to throw really big, expensive parties, and in commemoration of each of those parties, everyone climbed one of these trees. Most of them have been removed, but this one has stood the test of time and is still regularly being used for weddings and other ceremonies. So now that we have completely left our jetty, you are free to move around the boat, including going down to the bow. Again, just make sure you keep the passageways clear, otherwise you will be blocking our skipper's vision. You can see just how busy it is on the water today. If you look on the Fairbridge banks over to the left, it's a nice little shallow area where people can anchor their boats and go for a bit of a swim. Now the shallowness of our waterways is one of the things that keeps our dolphins protected. Oh, cute little doggy. Since it is so shallow, it's quite difficult for sharks to come through this area. So it's a bit difficult to see with all the boats around, but we are in our Mandurah channel, which connects us out to the Indian Ocean further out in front. You'll see that entrance to the ocean very shortly as we make our way over to our oceanic marina. dolphins out in front over on the right. If you look to the jet ski straight out in front of us, they've done a really good thing. They've slowed down. And we've got a few. Usually these guys will surface every 2 or 3 minutes, but they can hold their breath for up to 10 minutes, especially if they are distracted playing or fishing. And of course we have a lot of boat traffic around at the moment. He's popping up over on the front right, just by that jet ski again. So look for the green and black jet ski. And we've got a few over on the left. So we're going to go a little bit closer towards our Indian Ocean entrance to see if these guys have decided to move that way. Now a lot of the times when dolphins have nasty interactions with sharks, they will have some bites on their back. And they're over on the left side. Straight out in front of us again.
Wow, wow.
And a couple of those friends there. Coming down close to the bow left side of the boat.
O jednym foliu.
Would you identify these guys based on the markings on their dorsal fin or body? The groups in particular.
Ne može se slikati, jako teško. Under this.